Is the 27th night Lailatul-Qadr? Because we see people saying Lailatul-Qadr is on the 27th night, is on the 27th night. They made it as if they are very sure about it. Truly, we have a lot of narration concerning 27th night, a lot of it, and most scholars, they all agree that 27th night is, Laylatul Qadr is mostly found on the 27th night, a lot of it. So surely, 10 nights of Ramadan starting from 21st night to 29th or to 30th is one of it is Laylatul Qadr. So the Prophet said we should search it on the odd night. 27 was mostly narrated. So for this reason, some will say it is on the 27th night. So inshallah, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you the narrations about 27th night. So the first hadith stating that it is on the odd number and it happens to be 27th as well was about the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet said he saw in a dream, he was shown Laylatul Qadr in his dream. So he came out to inform the people about the day Laylatul Qadr is. On his way, unfortunately, he found two people fighting. They were in dispute together. But before everything, the Prophet said what he wanted to tell the people was taken away from him, which means he forgot the day that was shown to him in his dream. So he said, وَعَسَى أَنْ يَكُونَ خَيْرًا لَكُمْ. I hope this forgetfulness will be good for you. This is to tell us that for the Prophet not to inform the people is also for our own good. For him to forget is also for our own good. So that we won't specify a night just to be hardworking during the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So this will also make us to be hardworking throughout the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And the Prophet completed, he said, فَالْتَمِسُوهَا. I forgot this because رُفِعَتْ, it has been taken away from me. So, فَالْتَمِسُوهَا. If you are seeking it, فَالْتَمِسُوهَا فِي seek it on the 29th. أو Sabe, or you should seek it on the 27th, or Khamis, or on the 25th. So this is to show us that 27 was also mentioned, that it is the night of Qadr. So this is the first hadith. Another hadith about 27th is that the companions of the Prophet, they saw in their dreams, they saw vision in their dream that Laylatul Qadr was on the 27th of Ramadan. So some of them, like, they saw it in their dream. So they went to the Prophet, peace be upon him, to narrate what they saw in their dream. So most of them were just saying they saw on the 27th, on the 27th, on the 27th. So the Prophet, peace be upon him, told them that that I saw that your dreams, your vision agrees on the 27th night to be Laylatul Qadr. Then he said, Faman mutaharriha. Anyone who is searching for it, فَلْيَتَحَرَّهَا فِي سَبْعِ الْأَوَاخِرِ. That anybody that is searching for it, then these people should search for it فِي سَبْعِ الْأَوَاخِرِ in the last weeks of the last 10 days of Ramadan, which is 27th night is also included, according to this hadith as well. And it was also narrated by Ubay ibn Ka'b, one of the reciters of the Prophet. He used to recite the Quran, Ubay ibn Ka'b, during the lifetime of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So he swore by Allah that truly he knows when Laylatul Qadr is. He said, Wallahi inni la'alamaha, that I am fully aware of when Laylatul Qadr is. Then he said, Wa after ilmi, that my full awareness, that which I'm very sure of. He said, Hiya laylatul lati amarana Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam biqiyamiha wa hiya laylatul sab'i wa ishrin. That this night was the night the Prophet, peace be upon him, commanded them to pray. And this night was on the 27th night of Ramadan. So he swore by Allah, he was very sure that that night was 27th night. Another narration also happened, whereby the Prophet, it was narrated about the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, Iltamisu'a fi Ashar al-Awakhir, that we should seek Laylatul Qadr in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. And he said, فَإِنْ ضَعُفَ أَحَدُكُمْ أَوْ عَجَزْ. But if any of you has been feeling weakness, you are feeling weakness, فَإِنْ ضَعُفَ أَحَدُكُمْ أَوْ عَجَزَ. You've been feeling weakness and unable to be hardworking during the other nights. He said, فَلَا تُغْلَبَنَّ فِي سَبْعِ الْبَوَاقِي. Don't let that tiredness, that weakness to overcome you in the last 7 nights remaining. Are you getting it? So another narration that stated that 27th night was Laylatul-Qadr was the one narrated by Abi Dawud. He narrated that he prayed behind the Prophet Qiyam on the 23rd night of Ramadan. And after the prayer, the Prophet told them that La uhsib ma tatlubuna illa wara'akum. I don't think what you are seeking for except it's behind you. Which means 23rd wasn't Laylatul Qadr. It is still behind them, like in the front, not this one we prayed. So he said they prayed on the 25th night with the Prophet. He said the same thing. La uhsib ma tatlubuna illa wara'akum. That I don't think what you are seeking for except it's behind you. Are you getting it? So he said they prayed another one on the 27th night of Ramadan. And at this time, until morning, hatta asbah, the Prophet didn't say anything again. He did not say, La uhsib ma tatlubuna illa wara'akum. So for this reason, it was sure that Laylatul Qadr was on the 27th night. So all in all, we have a lot of narration stating that 27th night was Laylatul Qadr. But at the end of the day, we are still not certain due to the hadith of the Prophet that he said he was shown, but later he forgot, and he was made to forget, and he hoped that that would be good for us. So, my dear people, we are not certain of 27th night. Just be hardworking throughout the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Just be hardworking and don't just stand up on the 27th night. From this hadith, we see that most of the time, Laylatul Qadr occur on the 27th night, but not always. Sometimes it can be replaced. The Prophet, peace be upon him, even told us that he is not certain about it. That is the reason he said, تَحَرَّوْا لَيْلَةَ الْقَدْرِ فِي الْوِتْرِ مِنْ عَشْرِ الْأَوَاخِرِ مِنْ Ramadan. That we should seek for Laylatul Qadr in the odd nights from out of the last 10 nights of Ramadan. We should seek Laylatul Qadr. So this shows that the Prophet himself is not certain of which night Laylatul Qadr is. For this reason, he performs i'tikaf. He's always at the mosque during the last 10 nights of Ramadan for seclusion. And I was told that during Laylatul Qadr in some parts in Nigeria, they make it as if they are doing carnival, as if it is carnival they are doing. So they on lights, they play music, they dance. No, Laylatul Qadr is not for this. Don't be a loser. The Prophet, peace be upon him, seek for this night in the masjid, praising Allah, worshiping Allah, reciting the Quran. Nothing like singing, dancing, clapping or something like that. Nothing of that was done during the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him. So my people, salamun here. It is peace. Laylatul Qadr is peace, not noisy. Hatta matula'il fajr. So just be humble in worship. Worship Allah and always say, Allahumma innaka afuwan tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. So we are not certain of which day is Laylatul Qadr, but 27th was mostly narrated by the Sahabas, the companions of the Prophet. And every time the Prophet talks about Laylatul Qadr, he always tells them to search for it in the odd nights, and it specifies most of the time 27th night. فَالْتَمِسُوهَا فِي سَبْعِ الْبَوَاقِي, in the last weeks of Ramadan. So I hope this educates you. Thank you so much for watching. Barakallahu fikum wa jazakum Allahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.